tall legs than 3'7" I am actually now. So a few things. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for having me. It's truly an honor, and I'm humbled by the experience. Everybody's a little bit worried that knows me personally, like my father up there. I'm kind of a jokester, so he's worried me say something, inappropriate. I'm not, I don't think, but we'll see what I can do. Today we're here for the fallen to remember what their sacrifice was. And I think the best way for me to go into it really is just tell a couple stories. I'm not a professional speaker, so if I don't do very well, at least I told you I had it coming. I got a few talking points. If I ramble, my wife's going to clap 2 times, so I know when I'm rambling, my wife will tell me. And don't think it was being rude, just tell me to move on. So, thank you. All right, so for me, the service, when I was 18, I went to college. It wasn't for me at the time. I'll probably go back. But for me, it wasn't 18. I was wild, wanted to have fun, wanted to get out there, see the world a little bit, and I did. I joined the Army, decided to go the Airborne, and went to the 82nd Airborne Division in August of 2006. There I deployed 6 months later for my first time to Afghanistan in 2007, 2008, for 15 months. Unfortunately, the only thing we saw was a suicide bomber run up, and he tried to blow us up. He wasn't successful. That was the only scrape we got into. And then on our second deployment I went on, it was in 2009, 2010 for a year. And before I went, there's a few people that I was next to or around or that I know personally that were friends with me, in the battlefield, people who had perished. So one guy I looked up to, his name's Sergeant Tyler Drew. He's not from Michigan, I'm sorry, but he was a role model. Sorry. He was a year older than me, and I looked up to him as a big brother. He was the 11th ranked sniper in the Army at the time. I'm so sorry. I thought it was a lot easier than this. He went on a patrol 2 weeks into deployment and decided that he would volunteer. Sergeant Juden's convoy got hit. He jumped out of his truck, ran to a high position, emptied 7 magazines until he was all gone, ran back, jumped in his truck, and a reporter's rifle shot through the side. And he eventually wound up dying. So I remember him on these days. I'm not a sissy, I promise. I can take a hit. He's one of my good friends, and he's gone now. So I remember him. I'm not as sad about it until today. I remember him teaching me things, yelling at me for my strings out of my pocket. I'm thinking, I'm the same age as you. Leave me alone, buddy. And it didn't work that way. And then I was on to my I came home from that deployment. I was on my 3rd deployment then. And that's just this last April. I was now the guy everybody looked up to, staff sergeant who knew everything. Or I started pretending to. Right, Sergeant Mate? Just kidding, just kidding. And then I was hit April 10th. Sustained some pretty bad wounds. My right arm and my right leg were never found. Disappeared. So that's good. Hate to see him laying there, not going to put back on, My left leg was almost all the way through and take my leg, but I laid on the ground knowing I'd be okay. My medics were freaking out, like, hey, you're going to be fine. He kept telling me to feel it. I said, hey buddy, I'm going to be okay. Don't worry, I have faith in that. So then, after all this, guys looked up to me, and they were really, I was their mentor, if you will. So I flew to Germany, and 4 days into it, and I woke up for the first time on my birthday. I begged and pleaded for them to call my unit. So I sang them the 8-second songs that everything. We got back from missions, and told them, keep driving, it's going to be no problem. I'll be okay, I'll be at Ramside. Well, a month later, or 2, around this time of year, a young private named Brandon Goodine, again, not from Michigan, stepped on an IED, became a triple, and as they were carrying my litter out, the guys carrying litter stepped on another IED, and he ended up perishing from that. And I remember him overseas telling me he would follow me anywhere, and he would do anything for me, and that meant a lot. That meant a lot. Wow, I didn't know I was going to be such a sissy up here. I'm so sorry. So those are 2 guys that I personally remember, and I fought next to side by side. And the last person I want to talk about, his father was my baseball coach. He taught me from Little League from, I think, 9 years old up to freshman year in high school. And Chris Christopher Eskelson, his mother's here, she's up there. He decided to go to the Marines. He wanted the money for college, so he could go to school and be a doctor. And he was smart enough too. Even though he did get into a little bit of trouble in school and punched a kid through a glass window or something. We don't get into that, but someone that was supposed to be a friend, he was wounded from Michigan, from my hometown. He was shot through the chest, through by a sniper, and he did not make it home. So Memorial Day for me has a special meaning. And I'm just honored to be here, and thank you for your time. I keep going because my wife and my child are still with me. My family is great. The support from Michigan especially is phenomenal. And just for the record, I didn't know all of your loved ones. But I'll tell you right now, in the service, we all have a brotherhood that no one knows about or understands unless you're there. So from my heart to yours, I'm so sorry for your loss. But I wasn't there to with you guys, and we're at the funerals and moving on. So now, like any funeral or any service that you have for them, it's time to remember the happy thoughts and the great things. So for me, I remember Sergeant Tiger June, who would yell at me and tell me to tuck my strings in my pockets, and I was mad at. I couldn't believe he wouldn't leave me alone about it. Who taught me so much. It's Brandon Goodine, who was right there and told me to leave me anywhere. He followed me anywhere. He would do anything that I needed, and I asked him because he trusted me so much. And Christopher Eskelson, who on the day after Christmas, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, before my first appointment, I had the phone call about him passing. And it was rough for my mom and dad to deal with because they were such good family friends and I grew up with, but like anything, you move on. So, like I said, from my heart to all of you up there, I really feel your pain. I can't say I know what you're going through, what you have been through, and thanks for giving me this opportunity. I'm so sorry, I'm so teary-eyed, and you're such a sissy, I really am sorry. But, anyways, hey, thank you for the opportunity. I wasn't supposed to take over 10 minutes, I don't think, because you guys probably want to get out of here. And, not out of here, it's a great day, but who wants to hear me ramble about things? So I'm going to keep going strong, keep going hard. I walk everywhere, can feed myself, and I guess I'm the definition of what you would call Michigan strong, like everybody here. So I'm proud to be from Michigan, I'm proud to be here, and thank you for your time. Everybody have a great day.
Travis, thank you for your service.